Hello and happy Monday. Welcome back to the Lake Norman Woman podcast. Mamie Lee, editor-in-chief of Lake Norman Woman magazine, here with my co-host Katie Stanglowitz. We're talking about some very exciting stuff today. Horse Lovers Day.
Yes.
Do you have to be a horse lover to go to Horse Lovers Day?
No.
Okay, good
Anybody's able to come to Horse Lovers Day.
Horse Enthusiast Day, Horse Feeling It Out Day.
Just come to a great fall festival.
Yeah. We have a great guest with us today. We have Amy Michelle Jones, owner of Leatherman Lane Farm. She's the visionary behind Horse Lovers Day Festival, a beloved community event that brings people together for horses, fun, and a cause that's close to her heart. Each year, Horse Lovers Day raises funds for the Go Gen Go Foundation, providing critical financial assistance for individuals and families battling breast cancer. Inspired by her own personal loss, Amy Michelle has turned this event into a day of joy, connection, and giving back, raising tens of thousands of dollars to make a difference. Horse Lovers Day is a fundraising powerhouse. Amy Michelle has a story of grit, heart, and service. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you
so much for being here with us today. So tell us about Horse Lovers Day first. I want to hear all about it because I know, Katie, you have a special connection to that too.
Yeah.
And just I'd love to hear about like kind of the idea behind it and why you decided to give the proceeds to Go Gen Go as well.
Horse Lovers Day, we started back in 2010 to kind of bring the equestrian community together. There wasn't all of these festivals that we now have. And it was somewhere to kind of get together as horse people and share our love of horses with the community. You could do a horse-drawn carriage ride. You could ride a horse. You could ride a pony. And we had a lot of people take their first ride at our farm, which I just thought was the coolest thing ever. And that went on for about 5 years and it outgrew our tiny little facility. And Katie was one of our original vendors.
Yep. I had Natalie, she was a baby on a blanket playing with toys in my booth.
Wow.
That's how long ago it was. Yeah.
And we had about 2,500 people at that fifth and final one and one little driveway into our tiny little 10-acre farm. And I went, this isn't safe.
Yeah.
We'll be back. We love y'all, but we're going to take a step back. And so we promised we'd bring it back if we ever grew the farm, and we plan to. And we were very blessed to buy the property directly across the street, and it's now a 40-acre facility. And Colleen and I, one of my dear friends, had a podcast of our own at the time, and Candid Conversations wanted to do a breast cancer series in October. And so we threw together a little fundraiser with a trail ride and conversations with women in the horse community who were battling breast cancer. And we decided to partner with Go Gen Go to raise some money and give back. I lost my mother to breast cancer when I was 13. I lost an aunt to breast cancer recently. I have another one who's survived it twice. And when we put this on, I had about 5 friends come out of the woodwork and go, you don't know this, but I'm battling it right now. Like right then.
Wow.
Like I'm in active chemo and I have chills now. We also brought in HerScan, which is a mobile breast ultrasound, and put that on. And we had some women start reaching out saying, I would love to do this, but $250 or whatever it was that they charged at the time. That's tough because insurance doesn't cover ultrasounds. They cover mammograms. And so we started raising money for that. And we raised money for 15 women to get an ultrasound. And I went, this needs to come back. This needs to be bigger. And so we combined Horse Lovers Day with all of our breast cancer efforts. And we went big. And we raised $1,000 that first one, and we put that together in 3 weeks. I was like, let's do a thing. And I don't just do a thing.
She never does. She doesn't do anything small.
No. And so then the next year we brought it back and we raised $6,500, and the next year $15,000. And now I'm exhausted. And we have a goal of $10,000 this year.
Okay.
You know, our efforts were divided between raising funds for Western North Carolina last year. We still managed to raise $8,800 for Go Gen Go.
That's amazing.
And give to a couple of outreaches that we're helping Western North Carolina. So this is our fifth and final-ish year that we're doing Horse Lovers Day.
Okay.
It's big, but it is a full-time job, and I already have 3 of those. So we're excited about it. We want the whole community to come out. It's still for the community. Horse-drawn carriage rides and pony rides and petting zoos and that stuff. But it's also for our local businesses, our smaller businesses, to kind of highlight what they do and what they offer. And we have amazing food trucks, and we've got line dancers that show up. So there's dancing and there's music, and it's just a fun day. There's a mechanical bull. It's a really cool mechanical bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And inflatables.
Yeah.
We've got an inflatable company that came last year for the first year, and they're amazing. They're actually sponsoring our VIP tent this year. So we're going to have a little tented area with food and drink included. So if you don't feel like doing all the different food trucks and you just want to sit down and relax for a minute in the shade, there will be beverages in there. That's sponsored by Coca-Cola. Thank you very much. That kind of stuff we're giving back. Our HerScan ultrasounds this year are actually going to be done in an Airstream. Airstream of Charlotte has come on board as an event sponsor, and they're bringing some Airstreams out for people to tour, and they're bringing one out for us to do the scans
That's
in.
amazing.
So it's just a fun day, and you never know what we're going to have. It's different every year.
So it's your question. You're
That's
like, if I'm not
I'm
super
not,
horsey,
I'm
but
not
it's like,
super horsey.
it is fun for everybody.
Yeah. Well, because it's not just come ride a horse. It's Horse Lovers Day because it's at a horse farm, and we do have horsey things. But then there's shopping, or there's mechanical bull riding. There's sack races. There's all kinds of things that you can do.
So the passion for it came from the loss that you experienced, or was there more around it?
So I want to be able to use my farm to bless other people, be that at a community event or at the private things that we do for our boarders or the breath work. We just started doing horse yoga. Right?
Horse yoga. That's a brand new
You've
one.
seen goat yoga.
I've seen goat
right?
yoga. Now I've seen puppy yoga, but horse yoga is a brand new one for me.
Well, and we do a lot of breath and energy stuff at the farm.
Okay. The horses are not climbing on your back, though.
They are not. That would be a whole different kind of adjustment. We did our first one where we had people that weren't in our grounded horsemanship program actually allowed in. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just to watch them relax with us. Sometimes they get up and energy, and there's a little chat about what to do if they come into your space. But the two horses that we use for it are very respectful. They're exciting. Levi and
so
Mara.
horse yoga is just doing yoga around the horses, or do they feel your energy?
Oh, they absolutely feel our energy.
That's what I've learned so much from Katie about how horses can feel energy.
Yeah.
All the proceeds from Horse Day go to Go Gen Go. I mentioned it in your intro, but tell us why you chose that organization.
Go Gen Go is a local nonprofit. They are based here in Charlotte, and all of the money stays here in Charlotte. That's huge. I'm all about community. Yeah. I love the organizations that are big and have the big CEO salaries, but that is not this one. This one is here, and it goes to people to keep their lights on and get to work and get to treatment and food on the table. These are critical financial needs that people struggling with breast cancer are going through in the real world. We don't think about that. I mean, you think about breast cancer, it's like, oh my God, the chemo, that it's so hard. What can I do?
Well, it's hard on your body, but you don't think about how it's hard on your family or hard on your finances or any of that. Yeah.
It's the impact of it is you can't fathom it unless you've been through it. You just can't. You can't. Yeah. And then to be like a kid going through that, and back to my mother, like we didn't know what was going on. We knew something was going on. And most, I would assume, kids these days have a better idea than I did. But to then have the financial burden on top of that, it's too much.
We had a group, our cover for August was an insurance company. And so we were talking about insurance and like how it is to plan for all of these things, these unknowns that are going to happen, right? With cancer, there's not really, I mean, I guess you could get some sort of insurance policy that would help, but there's really not a lot out there outside of these nonprofits that really help people and families that are going through it.
Well, and in the moment, like these people are working to survive.
Sure.
It's sometimes those insurance policies kick in, unfortunately, afterwards.
Right.
And that's what we need, the support now while they're still here fighting.
Yeah, definitely. While they're fighting for their lives, a lot of them. Yeah.
Well, and a lot more people now than when we first started with them are aware of this organization and the good that they do. And I love that. They've got a Run Gen Run, which I did years ago. That's how they were on my radar. Now it's a Cheers Gen Cheers. And there's all sorts of little things. But these people are very responsible with their money. And it stays here, and it helps our neighbors. It helps our friends. The process is so easy to get help from them. I can't think of a better way to give back to the community in this way, in this difficult thing that's affected me too.
And as we're looking forward to Horse Lovers Day coming up very soon, what do you need? Are there room for vendors, donations? What would help people right
There
now?
may very well still be room for vendors at the festival. Anyone who's interested can always reach out to us. horseloversday@gmail.com is the best way to do that. But money, we want all the money. You can go to givebutter.com/HLD, like Horse Lovers Day 2025. And that's where you get your tickets, and that's where you can make a donation. So if there's a local business that wants a spotlight on the business, we're happy to give them a shout out. Pulse Vodka has been a a participant for years and a
years.
sponsor for years. They're
Mhm.
coming back this year. I just
Great.
heard from them this morning. So we're super excited about that.
Amazing.
Great local vodka that is into giving back as well. Like I mentioned, Airstream of Charlotte, but those type of things. And then you're donating to a nonprofit. So you're getting a tax write-off and you're giving back and it's staying in the community. For all of those reasons, please give us your money.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I think the tax write-off too, like it's
huge.
not just going to a fantastic event and,
Right.
and enjoying the event, but you can write it off on your taxes too. So that's
Yeah.
huge too, especially as we're coming up towards the end of the year. People start thinking about those kind of
Yeah,
things too.
definitely.
So if someone is coming to experience Horse Lovers Day for the first time,
Mhm.
what are they going to experience? What's it going to be like?
I mean, at this point, it operates like a well-oiled machine. There's a lot going on in the background to make that happen. But I mean, parking is super easy. You can jump on the horse-drawn carriage ride in the parking lot and make your way over. You should buy your tickets in advance because that money goes straight to the nonprofit. You can stick it on your credit card. We're not taking credit cards at the door. But then you come in and you can eat, you can dance, you can shop, you can go hit the inflatables. You can jump on that bull. Katie, I expect to see you on that bull
Oh yeah,
this year.
you know that.
I
After I,
rode
buy,
it
after
with
I
my-
buy my hat, because I buy a hat every year.
Of course. Yeah. We've got a hat bar this year.
Oh,
We've got
boy.
all sorts of amazing stuff. Raffle booth.
The
There's
raffle
always
booth.
good
Oh, yeah,
stuff
the
in the
raffle
raffle.
booth
We have
is
a
always
saddle
fun.
this year.
A saddle on the raffle. That's not a cheap thing either. I do know
Uh,
that.
no.
Yeah, no, that's
No, not
a-
cheap.
No.
$8.50 at
Oh
Dover.
my goodness. So
Mhm,
what
yeah.
else are you having in the raffle this year?
We still have stuff coming in, so I never know. A lot of our vendors donate stuff, and then we've got corporations that donate things too, like Dover Saddlery. Ridge Creek always is a good donor. And then we're talking to a couple more people. So if any corporations are like, oh, Lowe's, maybe I'll give you a grill. Yes, we would love
You'll
that.
take it.
We will
Yes,
take that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
So much
Go to
fun.
Horse Lover Festival, whether you're a horse
Yes.
person, you know what tack is or not, you can go and you can find something fun to do. We honor
Will
Absolutely.
show you where the tax
We will
shop
show
is.
you where it is. We'll show you all the fun things.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
learn all about tack. Who knows? I may go home with a
We
horse.
give you
at the
enough
end of the-
vodka, you'll have
Yeah,
lots of
right.
tax.
Yeah, absolutely.
You will
Find
go
me in
home
the
with a
drink
horse.
tent. Yeah, find me in the drink tent. and then
Yeah.
I'll-
We have a beer garden this year. I totally forgot.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
There
Beer,
you go.
vodka,
It's
we
gonna be
got
a
all
gr-
the things.
It's going to be a great event. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
again today.
you.
And we will be back next week with another fantastic episode of the Leatherman Lane Podcast.
Have a great week.